Hello, my name is James Dennis, and I will be presenting my food web diagram to you right now. So as you can see, it gets a little complicated, but starting from the bottom, it makes much more sense going slow. So starting with the sun here in our Florida ecosystem, I found sunflowers and the St. Augustine grass to be two of the producers that were local to me. And starting with the sunflower, we can see that sunflowers are eaten by and distributed their energy to squirrels, butterflies, this specific type of butterfly, Lamentis arthemis, is the most common butterfly in our area. It has these really pretty blue wings that I've noticed. And so from these two onward, the squirrel gives energy to a lot of different other animals like the coyote, black bear, raccoon, which is a scavenger, and then vultures, obviously, which is the other scavenger on my list. The butterfly, it gives its energy to worms and mushrooms mostly. Sometimes tree frogs will eat it, but mainly it's just the decomposers that work on butterflies. As far as the other sort of producer we have, St. Augustine grass, deer eat a lot of St. Augustine grass along with nuts and berries and fruits when they can. And they give their energy to a whole plethora of other animals as well. And also, the St. Augustine grass gives energy to the tree frog, which will eat not only the grass sometimes, but mainly the insects that come out of the grass. And so the deer will spread its energy to the raccoon, who will eat it when it decomposes and it dies, and it can scavenge for that. Also, the coyote is a predator of the deer. Black bear sometimes will find their way to a deer. And then obviously the vulture is another scavenger that can make its way to a deer carcass. As for the black bear, so what happens is the black bear is, since it's like the probably like apex predator for this list, it doesn't really distribute its energy to anything but the mushrooms and the worms. And I kind of left the mushrooms and the worms for last because the mushrooms and the worms are the ultimate decomposers, and they end up eating just about everything. I mean, the only thing that eats the mushrooms would potentially be the squirrel, which I have listed right over here, and sometimes frogs will eat worms and mushrooms, but it's on very rare occasions. So yeah, the black bear essentially eats everything and gets its energy from, any of the other carnivores or omnivores. Sometimes even scavengers like raccoons have been known to be eaten by black bears on rare circumstances. So vultures, again, nothing really kills vultures, and the vultures don't give their energy to anything other than the mushrooms and the worms, which decompose them once they die. As for the raccoons, like I said, they can be eaten by black bears. Coyotes are not really a natural predator of raccoons, but they again end up with the mushrooms and the worms. And other than that, that is the entirety of my food web. Thank you.